Dear listeners, hello and welcome to Today in History. Today is Monday, March 2nd, 2026. On this special day, let us travel back through time and revisit the momentous stories that unfolded on this date across the long course of human history. Whether it is the spread of civilizations, cultural exchange, scientific progress, or political change, these events mark humanity's enduring footsteps forward. And now, let us listen to the echoes of history. Event 1. 641 AD. Princess Wencheng enters Tibet. First, let us return to the distant 7th century. On March 2nd, 641, a major moment of cultural integration in Chinese history took place. Princess Wencheng formally entered Tibet. Princess Wencheng, associated in tradition with Emperor Taizong of Tang, set out for the plateau to promote friendship and peace between the Tang dynasty and Tubo. Wise and courageous, she brought not only imperial decrees and gifts, but also advanced agricultural knowledge from the Central Plains, exquisite handicrafts, brilliant arts and culture, and even Confucian ethical ideas to Tubo. Over more than 40 years in Tibet, Princess Wencheng made outstanding contributions to the blending of Han and Tibetan cultures. Event 2. 665 AD. Princess Taiping born. Time moved forward another 24 years to March 2nd, 665, in the Tang Imperial Palace. A woman was born who would later exert profound influence on Tang politics, Princess Taiping. Princess Taiping was the daughter of Emperor Gaozong of Tang and Wu Zixin. On the fiercely contested political stage of the Tang dynasty, she rose through intelligence and capability into an indispensable political figure. Event 3. 1791. Claude Chapp's Semaphore Tower. Crossing 1,000 years, we arrive at the dawning of modern civilization. On March 2nd, 1791, in Western Europe, a French scientist named Claude Chappe achieved a remarkable invention. Between Berlin and the banks of the Sarthe River, he successfully developed a semaphore tower communication system. This marked the birth of long-distance communication technology and became a forerunner of modern communications. Event 4. 1824. Bedřich Smetana born. This date also saw the birth in 1824 of a pioneer of Czech national music, Bedřich Smetana. A major figure in 19th century European classical music, Smetana gave voice to the Czech national spirit through the language of music. His best-known work, Má vlast, My Homeland, is a cycle of 6 symphonic poems, each portraying a different scene of the Czech landscape. Event 5. 1855. Alexander II ascends throne. 31 years later, on March 2nd, 1855, the Russian Empire turned a new page in its history as Alexander II formally ascended the throne. One of Russia's most reform-minded tsars, he became known for major social reforms, including the emancipation of the serfs and judicial reform. These changes left deep and lasting effects on Russian society, earning him the title the Liberator. Event 6. 1946. Transjordan-Israel Armistice. In the 20th century, March 2nd left even more marks on the world stage. On March 2nd, 1946, an important agreement was signed in the Middle East. Transjordan and Israel concluded an armistice. The agreement reflected a compromise among parties to the conflict. Though peace was hard-won, it signaled the end of one phase of war. Event 7. 1956. Morocco, independence. On March 2nd, 1956, Africa witnessed a historic moment. The Kingdom of Morocco solemnly declared its independence to the world. Under prolonged French colonial rule, the Moroccan people never abandoned their pursuit of freedom. That day, a new national flag rose over Morocco, an important victory in Africa's anti-colonial movement. Event 8. 1962. Burma coup. On March 2nd, 1962, Southeast Asia saw political upheaval in Burma, as military leader Ne Win launched a coup and overthrew the government. The coup altered Burma's historical trajectory and marked the country's entry into a new era. Event 9. 1969 Jinbao Island Incident. On March 2, 1969, a shocking international incident occurred. Chinese and Soviet border troops engaged in a serious and bloody clash on Jinbo Island, known in Russian as Damansky Island, at the junction of the Hailong and Ussuri rivers. This small island became a turning point in the deterioration of Sino-Soviet relations during the Cold War. The battle caused heavy casualties and shook the international community. Event 10, 2001, Bamiyan Buddha's destruction. On March 2, 2001, Afghanistan suffered a cultural catastrophe that outraged the world. The Taliban leader, Mullah Muhammad Omar, issued the notorious order to destroy Buddhist statues. Soon after, Taliban forces began the deliberate demolition of the Bamiyan Buddhas. The Bamiyan Buddhas were treasures of human civilization with a history of 1,700 years. One statue stood 55 meters tall, the other 37, carved into the mountains of Afghanistan. They embodied the achievements of Buddhist culture and bore witness to exchanges between Eastern and Western civilizations. Yet, in that March of 2001, these world-renowned monuments were brutally destroyed, one of the most heartbreaking episodes in the history of cultural heritage destruction. Event 11, 2009, Guinea-Bissau President assassination. On March 2, 2009, Africa again faced political turbulence. In the capital city of Bissau, Guinea-Bissau's sitting president, João Bernardo Vieira, was shot and killed by mutinous soldiers. The sudden act of political violence plunged the country into severe instability, bringing great pain and hardship to its people. Dear listeners, after reviewing these major events that occurred on March 2nd across history, we can see that humanity's past is filled not only with the radiance of civilization, but also with suffering and sorrow. From the light of culture carried to the plateau in the story of Princess Wencheng, to the national song voiced through Smetana's music, from Claude Chapp's pioneering communications revolution to Alexander II's social reforms, from the tragic clash on Jinbo Island to the cultural devastation of the Bamiyan Buddhas, each of these moments reminds us that history is solemn and that we must draw wisdom from it. Civilization needs to be shared and protected. Peace needs to be safeguarded and cherished. Development needs to be advanced through innovation. Let us remember history, respect it, and learn from its lessons so we may work unceasingly toward a more peaceful, prosperous, and civilized future. Thank you for listening. This has been Today in History. Wishing you a wonderful day until next time.